Hi guys, good morning. How is your study going on? Are you working well in your mathematics syllabus to achieve your goal? Because mathematics needs calculations. One proverb, physics needs concentration, chemistry needs salt and solution, biology needs dissection, and mathematics needs calculations. So, do not give up the calculation. Always find time to do mathematics every day so that you will be more stronger and stronger in it. So today we will discuss about the graphical method of solution of the linear equations in two variables. Graphical method of solution of a pair of linear equations in two variables. So graph, in class 9 about the graph. In the graph, whenever we are solving x and y, we are getting a line. Pair of equations, we are getting two lines. So we know that by solving a pair of linear equation in two variables, we will get two lines. Lines means straight lines, which may intersect to each other or may not intersect to each other parallel or may coincide to each other. So these are the three cases we know. Either the lines are intersecting lines, or the lines are parallel lines, or they are coincident lines. They coincide with each other. Coincident lines. So now here, how can we know that the lines are intersecting, the lines are parallel, the lines are coincident? From the graph. What is the other method of finding it? If we are finding it in the other method, then how can we find it? I will explain. Another thing is that given pair of equation, is it consistent or inconsistent? Questions are coming in the examinations. Is it consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, then consistent, then intersecting or coincident. If not intersecting, parallel, then it is inconsistent. Okay, we'll discuss about the pair of linear equations which are consistent and which are not consistent, inconsistent. Okay, so now if the pair of linear equation have unique means one and only one common solution, then it is called, then it means the equations, the equations are called consistent and what? Independent. consistent and independent. If the pair of linear equations have unique, one and only one common solution, then the equations are called consistent and independent. Which case? That is your intersecting lines. Intersecting lines have consistent equation, are consistent, and they have a one common solution. Now 2. If the pair of linear equations have many solutions, okay, then the equations are called consistent and here independent, here and dependent. Consistent and dependent. Consistent two types: consistent, independent. Consistent, dependent. Which are? This is your coincident lines. Equations are called consistent and dependent. Now, come to 3. If the pair of linear equations have no solution in common, the pair of equations are called inconsistent. Which line? Parallel lines. So now you know question is coming: consistent, inconsistent. If consistent, independent, intersecting lines. Consistent, dependent, coincident lines. So pair of linear equations have many solutions, many common solutions. Here one and only one solution, common solution. Here no solution, no common solution. Right, in common. So parallel lines. Keep it in mind, note it down. Very important for the examination point of view. Now we will move into the next part. How, without solving the graph, we will know that the line is intersecting or coincident or parallel. Move on to that part. Now we will take the general form of linear equations in two variables, a pair of linear equations. So now a1 x1 plus your b1 y1 plus c1 is equal to 0. Now a2 x2 plus b2 y2 plus c2 is equal to 0. A pair of equation. A pair of linear equation in two variables in general form. So now what is A1? First equation. A1 coefficient of first variable that is your x1. Now b1 coefficient of which one? Second variable that is your y1. Now c1 constant term in first equation. Now second equation a2 same thing, coefficient of first variable x2. So b2 coefficient of second variable your y2. Now c2 the constant. So these are in second equation, this is in first equation. Both are a pair of equations. So now, so remember it, very important. Note it. Note. If a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then the two lines are intersecting lines. Intersecting lines, that means it is consistent and what? Independent. Consistent and independent. It has one common solution. So this condition a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then the two lines are intersecting lines. It is consistent and independent. It has one common solution. Now we will take one example to tell this one. Suppose given x plus y is equal to 4, x minus y is equal to 2. A pair of equations. So now bring it to standard form. What standard form? X plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. X minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is a pair of linear equation in two variables. Now what is your a1? Coefficient of first variable x1. So here I write a1 is equal to 1. Here a1 1, b1 also 1, c1 is equal to minus 4. Now a2 is equal to your 1, b2 is equal to your minus 1, and c2 is equal to your minus 2. a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2, equating with a1 x1 plus b1 y1 plus c1 is equal to 0, a2 x2 plus b2 y2 plus c2 is equal to 0. Equating, we are getting this a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2. Now find the value a1 by a2. So a1 by a2 is equal to how much? a1 by a2, 1 by 1 is equal to 1. Now b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Hence a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So intersecting lines. This pair of equation has one common solution and it is intersecting. Now we will move on to the graph, and in the graph we will solve this one whether intersecting is coming or not. So now let x, this is your x dash, y dash, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not up to the scale. This is I am drawing not up to the scale. So this is a rough thing I am doing here. But you should do it in graph where just scaling is there. Now we'll get x plus y is equal to 4. Then y is equal to 4 minus x. Now we will solve this one for graphical representation. X, y, coordinate xy. Now any 2 points x and y. If x is equal to 1, y 3, point is 1, 3. X is equal to 2, y 2, point is 2, 2. Okay. Now second one, x minus y is equal to how much? 2. So y is equal to x minus 2. Y right side, x, and 2 to left. So now here x, y, xy coordinate. Now if x is equal to, let's say 2, then y will be 0, 2, 0. X will be your 2, then y 0. X will be your 0, then 0 minus 2, minus 2. 0, minus 2. Let's see what is going on. Now points are 1, 3, 1, 3. So very beginning I am telling this is not in the scale. It's a rough one. 2, 2, 2, 2. Here is another point 2, 2, 2, 2. Now I join this one. Line is not straight also. So scale, you must use the scale. Now here another one 2, 0, 2, 0. This one 2, 0, 2, 0, and 0 minus 2, 0 minus 2. This one 0 minus 2. Now join these two. So this is the common point. Common point of intersection. Common point or point of, common point or point of intersection. So it is proved that if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then the lines are intersecting. So you will do it in your graph paper. You will get accurate lines and you will get the result perfectly. This is I am doing in the board. Graphs not in the scale. Now we'll go for the next case. What? Parallel lines and coincident lines. One by one I will explain. Okay, move for the next. So now, second case. If a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then the pair of linear equations into variables pair of linear equations in two variables are what? Coincident, or we can write, or lines are coincidental. Lines are coincidental. Now, how can you know this? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. What is A1? What is A2? What is B1? What is B2? What is C1? What is C2? Already I have explained you just before. So now let us take one example. Let's say 3x plus 2y minus 13 is equal to 0. In general form, written x plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now 6x plus 4y minus 26 is equal to 0. Okay, a pair of equation. A pair of equations in two variables, not right. So what is the value of A1? A1, B1, C1. What is A1? This is A1, 3, B1, 2, C1, minus 13. Now A2, second equation. A2 is in second equation. A2, 6, B2, 4, C2, minus 26. Now find out. A1 by A2 is equal to how much coming? A1, 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Now B1 by B2 is equal to how much? 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2. Now C1 by C2 is equal to how much? Minus 13 by minus 26 is equal to also 1 by 2. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2 is equal to 1 by 2. Hence, the pair of lines are coincident. Coincident means same line. Now coincident. So it has many common solutions. It is consistent and dependent. Consistent and dependent. So this equation we can also, these two equations we can also solve it in graph. So this I am not doing in board because board is not a graph paper. It will be not in the scale. So you do it by using graph paper. You will get that these two lines will be the same line. That means one will coincide with the other. Now we will move to the next one. That is, two lines are parallel lines. Parallel lines. How? Parallel lines. Let us see. Parallel lines. Parallel lines. It's telling if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, then the given pair of equations have no common solution and the lines are parallel. So parallel means it is inconsistent. Parallel, inconsistent. For example, x plus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. One example I have taken one equation, x plus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Another one is 2x plus 4y minus 9 is equal to 0. A pair of equations. A pair of equations I have taken. So now, what is your A1? A1 is equal to first equation, A1 1, B1 2, what is your C1 minus 3, what is your A2? A2 is equal to second equation, 2, B2 is equal to your 4, C2 is equal to your minus 9. Now find out. A1 by A2 is equal to A1 1 by A2 2 equal to 1 by 2. Now B1 by B2 is equal to B1 2 by 4. So cancelling will get 1 by 2. Now getting C1 by C2 is equal to minus 3 by minus 9 is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. Thus, the pair of lines are parallel. So you can solve these two equations in the graph, finding x coordinate, y coordinate, and you can find out that these two lines are parallel. You will solve it in graph and you will find definitely these two lines are parallel. If parallel, inconsistent. So now, thanks for watching my videos till now. If till yet you have not subscribed my channel, don't forget to subscribe it. Now, one thing I will again tell you, work on your weak areas to make you stronger and stronger in mathematics. Thank you.